Hello, this is Malaika. Welcome to episode 3 of Travelasana. I'm here at the beautiful Xinalani Retreat, which is just off the coast of Puerto Vallarta in Mexico. I've been invited here to support Sarah Clark at her amazing Rest and Manifest retreat, which has been a week-long joy of yoga, meditation, reflection, conversation. It's been incredible. I'm so honored to be here. And we are going to do a flow today inspired by Sarah Clark's playful, fluid vinyasa style. If you have blocks, yoga blocks, grab them, but you can also use books to help bring the floor a little bit closer to you if you need to. Thanks for joining. Let's dive right in. To capture cleaner audio, I recorded a voiceover. So let's begin by taking the hips to the heels, knees wide, bringing the forehead to the mat for child's pose. This is a great place to start deepening your breath, and it's a great place to come back to throughout the practice if you need to slow it down a little bit, if you want to maintain a nice steady breath. Take a deep breath in and exhale all the air from your lungs. As you breathe in again, rise up onto your hands and knees. Tuck the toes under. Press up and back into downward dog. Inhale, come forward into plank. Make sure the crease of your wrists are in line with the front of your shoulders. Heels are reaching back, and then shift your hips up and back into downward dog. Maybe stepping the feet just a little bit closer towards the hands and keeping them about 6 to 8 inches apart, hips width. As you look forward, step up in between your hands, standing forward fold. Let the upper body relax. Feel the back of the neck get long. Knees are slightly bent. Maybe move the head right to left or interlace the fingers at the base of the skull, lengthening the neck and the middle of your back. Release the hands. Inhale, take a flat back, lengthen your spine. Exhale, soften and release. As you inhale again, rise up, reach your arms up, look up. Bring your pinkies and thumbs together, heels of the palms touch in Lotus Mudra, Padma Mudra. Bringing this gesture to the heart center is a reminder of our capacity for unconditional love and compassion for ourselves and for all those around us, and our ability to savor the sweetness of life. Inhale, take the arms up, and as you exhale, dive forward. Inhale, take a flat back. Exhale, soften and release. Inhale to rise all the way back up. Exhale, hands back into Lotus Mudra, pinkies and thumbs touch. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, dive forward, releasing. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Exhale, hands back into our gesture, blossoming the middle fingers open. Inhale, reach, and exhale, fold forward. Step the right leg back, step the left leg back, send your heels back. Feel the back of the thighs slightly lifting. As you exhale, shift weight forward, lower the knees down, keep the arms close to the body as you lower all the way down. Take the fingertips out to the side, tempt the fingers, plant the legs down. Inhale, lift into a back bend. Exhale, soften. Inhale, lift again, pressing the legs firmly down. Exhale, soften. Inhale, one more time, lift up. Exhale, release. Take yourself up and back into downward dog. Shift your weight from side to side, get settled, and then inhale, lift the right leg up behind you, bend the knee, open up that hip, make circles with that knee. As you inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step the right leg in between the hands, turn the back heel down, toes angled forward slightly. Inhale, send the arms up. Lift the pit of your abdomen up and send your tailbone down. Wrap the upper arms in towards your face, and then as you exhale, interlace the fingers behind you and start to lean forward as you ground into your back leg. Humble warrior. Inhale, rise up, let the arms reach back up. Exhale, hands come down, step back into downward dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up, bend the knee, open up the hip, add some movement, maybe circles with that knee. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to step through between the hands. Inhale, the arms reach up, back foot angles forward slightly, the pelvis points forward to the front of the mat. Lift the abdomen up, reach the arms up. Exhale, interlace your fingers and lean forward, grounding through your back foot for your humble warrior. Inhale to rise up, reach the arms up. Exhale, arms come down, step back. Plank pose, shoulders over the wrists, knees come down, untuck your toes and take yourself down to the mat. Press the tops of the feet into the mat, keep the hands underneath the shoulders this time. Inhale, lift, lower back stays long, core is strong. Take yourself back into child's pose, hips to heels, forehead down. Stay here as long as you need. If you're ready, inhale, come up and back into downward dog. Remember, the hands and feet are about the same distance as your plank, so you can always come forward to check it. Take a couple long breaths, feeling the heels reach down in the direction of the earth. Inhale, float the right leg up. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Inhale, rise up into warrior one. This time as you exhale, take the hands through heart center, press out to the sides for warrior two. The front heel is aligned with the arch of the back foot. Arms are parallel to the floor. We're hugging the feet together to draw this energy in and up, and then reach the arms out. Inhale, flip the front palm up, lift up. As you exhale, straighten the front leg, shift into triangle, taking the hips back towards the outer edge of the back foot and reaching up. Hugging the belly in, inhale, come up, bend into the front knee, and as you exhale, release the hands down, step back into plank. Shoulders over the crease of the wrist, knees can come down, or you can keep the body in one long line as you lower down. Inhale as you untuck the toes, press the feet down, soften the shoulders. Exhale, downward dog, take your hips up and back. Take a deep breath out and a full breath in. Breathe out one more time, and then as you inhale, float your left leg up. Exhale, step through between the hands. Bring the back heel down, take the arms straight up. Exhale, take your hands through heart center, open into warrior two. Left arm forward, right arm back. The feet are aligned, heel with the arch of the back foot. Look at the front knee. It tends to want to lean in towards the big toe. Keep it centered over the middle of the foot, in line with the ankle. Inhale, flip the left palm up. And as you exhale, straighten the front leg, shift your hips towards the back of your mat as you take your left hand down and reach your right arm up. Let that lift in the right arm allow you to feel light as you expand through the crown of the head and root down through the outer edge of the back foot. Inhale, come up, bend into the front knee, and as you exhale, take your hands down, step yourself back into plank. Make sure the shoulders are over the crease of the wrists, and as you start to lower down, if you feel the hips dropping before the shoulders, take your knees to the ground first. Shift your weight forward and lower from there. Plant the legs. Inhale, lift the chest. Back of the neck is nice and long. Exhale, release. Press up and back into your downward dog. Remember, you can always rest in child's pose. Long breath in, full breath out. Relaxing the neck, maybe wiggling the toes. Looking forward, step forward to the front of your mat, standing forward fold. Hold on to opposite elbows to help you soften even further. Feeling a gentle traction, maybe even swaying side to side. Plant the hands on the shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to release. Inhale, rise all the way up, returning to our hand gesture, Lotus Mudra. Pinkies and thumbs touch. Feel the shoulder blades soften down the back. Reconnect with your heart center, your gratitude, your compassion, your ability to love deeply and fully. Feel your breath moving through the chest, expanding outward into the sides of the ribs. Step the feet together. Inhale, take the arms up, sit back into chair. Hug the belly in towards the spine and send the tailbone back towards the back of the mat. Inhale, rise up, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach all the way back up into chair and step the right leg back behind you into a high lunge. Make sure that the hip points are pointing forward and draw the belly in, maybe bending the back knee to help you do so. As you exhale, straighten the leg, turn to the side of your mat and fold forward. On an inhalation, take a flat back, lengthen the arms. Exhale, release. Turn to the back of your mat for a lunge, reaching the arms up, maybe bending the back knee slightly. On an exhalation, step forward, feet together. Inhale, reach the arms up for chair. Exhale, fold forward. And as you inhale, chair. Come all the way up, hands back into lotus, blossoming open. Inhale, the arms reach up, and as you exhale, sit into chair, fold forward, and step the right leg back into a high lunge. As you exhale again, step into a wide-legged forward fold. If when you fold forward, you're rounding a lot in your spine, then think of this as a slight back bend. Extend the heart forward, and instead of going as low as you can, focus on keeping a neutral spine. Bending your knees slightly might also help you to shift your sit bones up while keeping your spine neutral. Exhale to release. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, soften. Walk the hands to your right. Inhale, reach your arms up. High lunge. And as you exhale, step forward. Chair pose, sitting the hips back towards the heels. Exhale to fold over the legs, and then inhale, rise into chair, all the way up to standing, hands back to our gesture. Inhale, the arms sweep up. Exhale, coming into a seated prayer twist, hands to heart center, twist to your left, taking the outer edge of the right elbow to the outer left thigh, pushing firmly into the hands to help you draw the chest open, drawing the right knee back in line with the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, take it to the other side, hooking the outer elbow to the outer thigh, pushing and slowly making your way back to center. When you're ready, reaching the arms up. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, take a flat back. Exhale, release, step back. Take a big breath in. Exhale, begin to lower yourself down towards the mat. Tops of the feet on the mat. Inhale, lift your chest. Make sure that your neck is long. And as you exhale, head into child's pose or straight to downward dog. If you want to build more heat, you're in downward dog, letting your breath flow. If you want to cool it down, you're in child's pose, also letting the breath flow. Eventually, we'll meet in downward dog, rising up and back if you're not there yet. Inhale, float the right leg up, and as you exhale, step through between the hands. Take the back heel down. Inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, bring your hands through heart center, open into warrior two. Inhale, flip your front palm up as you lift up and back, and as you exhale, this time keep your front thigh bent. Your forearm can come to your thigh for side angle, or a hand can come to the ground and reach your top arm up as you ground into the outer edge of the back foot. This arm can sweep over your ear to help you lengthen even more. Strong legs. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. And as you exhale, take your hands down, step back into downward dog, and then shift your weight forward into plank. Take a big breath in. Exhale, knees can come down as you lower down to the ground. Inhale, lift your chest up, soften the shoulders. Exhale, take yourself back, downward dog or child's pose. If you're in downward dog, maybe take a little shift side to side, massaging the hips. Inhale, left leg floats up. As you exhale, step through between your hands. Inhale, warrior one, arms straight up. Exhale, hands through the heart, open into warrior two. Inhale, flip the front palm up, staying bent in that front knee. As you exhale, take your forearm to your thigh or your hand to the ground as you reach the arm up. Option to take the top arm over the ear to help you extend your right side. Inhale, come up, warrior two. Exhale, take your hands down and step yourself back. Find your alignment here in your plank, and as you exhale, shift weight forward and lower down. Inhale, lift the chest, plant the legs down. Exhale, release, take it back, downward dog. Look to the front of your mat and step up into a standing forward fold, knees slightly bent as you soften. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and then exhale, release. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, pinkies and thumbs together. Lotus Mudra, Padma Mudra. Soften the shoulders, and then inhale, take the arms back up. Exhale, release them down by your sides. We'll go through some of this with blocks so that you can see how you can incorporate props into your practice. So inhale and take your arms up. As you exhale, step your left leg back into a lunge. Take the blocks underneath the hands. You can stay there or reach your arms up. And then as you exhale, take your hands to the blocks, bring them to the side of your mat for a wide-legged forward fold, turning the toes in slightly, keeping the arms straight, long spine. Feel the inner thighs reaching back, and as you exhale, turn to the back of your mat, take your blocks with you as an extension of your arms. You can stay there or reach your arms up. Exhale, step forward, standing forward fold. Hands can be on blocks for your half lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, half lift. Step back with the left leg. Hands can stay on blocks or reach the arms up. As you exhale, hands come down. Take the blocks with you for your wide-legged forward fold, keeping this sense of a back bend even if you're lowering down. And remember, the blocks have a few heights, so you can take them lower or take your hands to the ground or reach your arms out underneath you, palms face up. Start to take yourself back to the front of the mat. Bring the blocks with you. Arms can go up if you'd like. And as you exhale, step forward, standing forward fold. On your inhalation, take a flat back. And as you exhale, release and fold forward. Inhale, rise all the way up, returning to Padma Mudra, hands at heart center. Take a deep breath out, and as you breathe in, reach your arms up. As you breathe out, fold forward. Step your right leg back, step your left leg back, come into downward dog. Inhale, the right leg floats up. Exhale, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Reach the left heel back. The knee can be down here as well. Let yourself settle into this deep hip opener, lizard pose. Take a few deep breaths, maybe bringing the blocks for some support, hands on the blocks, or you can take your forearms onto the blocks as well. If you want to take it a little deeper, tuck the back toe under and reach the left heel back. Take the left knee down, reach the right arm back. You can either stay here or bend the left leg and reach for that left heel, drawing the right shoulder back and pushing the left foot away. Release the foot down and begin to lift your back knee up. Roll onto the outer edge of that left leg and reach the right arm up. So this is like a cross between side plank and pigeon pose. The right foot can also come back into a fuller expression of side plank, or you can take the right foot behind you and lift into a back bend, wild thing. Take yourself back into plank and then up into downward dog, hips high, heels low. Deepen your breath here. Maybe shift side to side. And on your next breath in, lift the left leg up. Step it wide to the outside of the left hand. Feel free to drop the back knee down and bring in your blocks to lift the floor a little closer to you. Finding whatever variation feels good on this side, so maybe the back knee stays lifted, heel reaching back. Can you slow down your breath even if you feel the heat building? Then take your back knee down, reach the left arm back this time. Either stay here or bend the back knee, reaching for the back foot. Feeling the thighs hugging inward as you draw the left shoulder back. Releasing that back leg, reach forward, place the hands down, begin to come into your variation of side plank. Roll onto the outer edge of the right foot and lift the left arm up, firmly planting the left foot down or bringing it back to stack on top of the right, or taking it behind you for a back bend. Come back into plank. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, press into downward dog. Start feeling the weight shift back into your legs. It can be helpful to bend the knees here to help elongate the upper body and feel weight shifting into the legs. On your inhalation, float the right leg up behind you. And as you exhale, step through between the hands. This is a good place for blocks. When you inhale, straighten your front leg, all 10 toes point forward. As you exhale, bend into that front knee. Inhale, straighten, releasing the forehead towards the knee. Exhale to bend. Inhale, straighten. Back heel stays lifted the whole time. Exhale, bend. Then drop the back knee down. Let's head into pigeon pose. The right foot walks over towards the left side of your mat. Right knee opens a little bit wider than the shoulder. Hips stay pointing forward towards the front of the mat. Back leg extends straight out behind the hip. And then you can either use your blocks to bring your forearms down or extend all the way forward. Forehead can rest on the ground or forearms down. Take a few breaths here, feeling the sensations that arise in the right hip. Either stay here or take it further by folding over the left corner of your mat, placing the right elbow down in that corner and taking the palms together at heart center, drawing the left shoulder back as you twist. Take a few deep breaths. And another option for twisting here is threading the left arm underneath the right, reaching the right arm forward and taking the side of your head and the left shoulder down. Here you want to make sure the hips are still reaching back and you're not rolling to one side or the other. Eventually we come back up and step back into downward dog. Taking whatever movement helps you feel good here, maybe a little shift from side to side in the hips. And then on an inhalation, the left leg floats up. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Again, you can use blocks here or have the fingertips on the ground. As you exhale, bend into the front knee. As you inhale, straighten. As you exhale, bend, back heel stays lifted, inhale, straighten. You can deepen this by rolling onto the front heel. Exhale, bend, inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. This time lower the back knee down. Take the left foot over to the right for pigeon. So the hips stay squared towards the front of the mat. That right leg extends out behind the hips. You can lower the forehead down, the forearms down. You can use blocks here as well. Notice if you're gripping in your shoulders, in your jaw. Let all the places that don't need to work fully relax. You can stay here or take either twist option or both. Taking the left elbow down to the right side of the mat, pressing into the hands to twist, drawing the right shoulder back. Keeping the hips level. Our second option is to come to center and thread the right arm underneath the left, taking the right side of the head down as we reach the left arm over the ear. Wherever you are, breathe as deeply as you can. Take a few more breaths. Long exhalations help to relax the body and then eventually start to ease your way back out. Coming into a seated position, allow yourself to get comfortable, rocking back on your sit bones to help you lift up. Wrap the arms underneath the knees, hug the belly in and lengthen through the crown of your head for a variation of boat pose. Stay here or heat it up by straightening your legs, wrapping the arms tightly for support, and then as you exhale, release, cross the ankles, and take a forward fold. Feel this sense of lengthening through the crown of the head and still sitting your hips down towards the ground. Inhale, come up, and as you exhale, slowly lay yourself all the way down onto the mat. As you lay back, you'll bring the bottoms of your feet together, knees open to the side, letting the edges of the feet rest on the mat as you walk the shoulder blades down the back. Feel the back of the neck lengthen. If the chin is pointing up towards the sky, drop it down slightly. Let yourself breathe here. Feel the earth holding you. Feel the breath rising and falling in the chest. If your body is calling for anything else, a twist, a back bend, maybe some more core work, this is a great place to do it. You're also welcome to stay right here or lengthen out your legs and simply pay attention to your breath. Whatever you're doing, the most important thing is allowing your breath to flow without restriction. Then together we begin to elongate the legs. If you're feeling any tension in your lower back, then it's helpful to put some support underneath your knees or thighs. So this is a good place to use blocks or a cushion. You can place them underneath your knees or underneath your thighs as you lay yourself back. Make sure that your back feels long. There's a natural space between the lower back and the floor, but it's not a big arch. The shoulder blades soften down the back. The feet turn out slightly so the hips can relax. The muscles of the face soften. The jaw relaxes. The tongue releases in the mouth. Feel the muscles around the eyes relax as well. Let yourself breathe here, feeling the inflow of breath and the outflow of breath. Giving yourself the space and the time to rest, to feel the body cooling down. Staying here for as long as you'd like. Beginning to invite movement back into your body. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, maybe hug the knees into the chest and rock from side to side. Eventually rolling over to one side, taking a few breaths there. And then in your own sweet time, begin to press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. You can use your blocks underneath you for some support, especially if you're kneeling. This is a great way to take pressure off of the knees. And come back up. Taking a moment at the end of your practice, maybe coming back to our Lotus Mudra, Padma Mudra, feeling this sense of an open heart, a generous spirit. Bringing the fingertips to touch, sending gratitude into your body, sending gratitude out in all directions. Namaste.